Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic, the critic, Rick, the critic. When she come into your place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Rick, the critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it and if she get with it. Let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if she's good and if she dig it, cause she's Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic. She the first to admit it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Rick the Critic, and today my guest is Ja Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about the ugly truth. The title is The Ugly, but it's the ugly truth, and we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to talk about is that horrible pizza we had last night from Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut in Altadena on Lake Avenue by far has the worst pizza. We had the worst pizza ever last night. We had, we did the special, what was it, the $5 ones?
The
Mia,
three for,
Pizza
three for
Mia,
15.
whatever that is crap. As often as I've had pizza, I have never encountered pizza that horrible before. It was like slop
Cardboard.
on cardboard. It was terrible. And then to top it off, I called him on the telephone and I asked him, I said, do you take debit card without the Visa logo or MasterCard or whatever? And then the girl said to me, well, could you tell me that again where I could tell my manager? I said, no, just bring the manager to the phone and I'll explain it to him. So then he comes to the phone and he says, well, do you take it without the Visa card? Well, which is Star Plus? Well, does it have the American Express logo? I thought, wow. Good customer service, no more. We have no more good customer service. It is an effort to get good customer service, okay? So Altadena, Lake Avenue, Pizza Hut, Suckwall, big time. It was horrible. What do you think?
Caesar's $5 pizzas taste better than that, and they're already ready. You know how they have them in the little oven?
Yeah, but I don't like that ready-made. I mean, I want a good
But it
hot
was a
pizza.
lot better than what we had. That tasted like cardboard. And then the chicken that we ordered, they had like...
It wasn't real chicken. I thought it was
like
something else.
2 pieces of chicken on each slice.
It was horrible. It was just
was.
horrible. It was the most horrible.
And then it was cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like hot. Like they had microwaved it.
Do
Something.
you think they were angry at me because I called them and asked them questions?
Like they
You know,
gave you
sometime-
like three-day old pizza or something like that.
It was horrible. It's the worst pizza by far I have ever had. Pizza Hut needs to get, number one, better customer service. And who had the pizza challenge and started doing, who does that better pizza thing? Remember they said that they made a better pizza? Who was that? It's not Domino's.
Was it Domino's? I believe, because those are the only two like really ones that really get a lot of publicity. Pizza Hut and Domino's.
So who
and
was
Little
it?
Caesars. It was probably most likely Domino's.
Okay, so we're gonna try Domino's
I'm
next
not
time
sure
because
though, yeah.
Pizza Hut was
It was
horrible.
garbage, yeah, maybe it
Just
was just
horrible.
maybe it was just that one. Because I've tasted pizza from Pizza Hut that was actually pretty good. Maybe it was just that specific one that you went to last night.
I'm going to definitely call their corporate office and ask them if I can come in to their corporate office and give their salespeople or their front people some tax, some bullets on good customer service.
Kind of like that TV show. What is that TV show called where the chef comes in to the restaurants that are ran by the owners and he really makes them really get down on it.
Like the beauty salon place too. The lady, what's her name, Tabra or something like that. She comes in and revamps the beauty shops. It does the same premise.
But he's really mean. Like he yells at him,
and he should be probably.
And then there's like dirt above the food, and he told all the customers to come in there and look at it, and was like, "Do you want to eat this?" It was so embarrassing. I was embarrassed for it. It was horrible.
They need that.
Yeah, they really do.
We have no more good customer service. To get good customer service is a real job. I mean, forget about the food tasting good. We can't even get good customer service. And they're run by children. Well, I shouldn't say children, young adults. And even with young adults, I'm saying your age, they're your age working in there and they have no customer service. What do you think about that? Does it matter to you guys whether you get good customer service or do you just get the food and get to stepping?
I just get the food. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
As long
So
as my food has not been spat in, I'm good. I mean, if it's
is
really
that customary to spit in food? I mean, you saying it like it's, you said as long as they don't spit in it. I mean, is that
Yeah.
customary?
Well, no.
I mean, you're 18 and they're 18 and working there. Is that customary?
No.
Okay, so, I mean, but why would you say that?
But I'm saying,
I need to be on the lookout.
Well, because I've never worked in a restaurant.
Okay.
I've never worked in any kind of fast food place, but I mean, a lot of people, I know a lot of people probably do that if they get angry at their customers. But I mean, as long as that doesn't
Look out,
happen.
America.
Yeah, no, welcome to the year of 2010. I don't really care about good customer service. If the food isn't good, then I just won't go back, I mean.
Good customer service is a part of it, though. I mean, you would go to a place to eat because the service is good. Even because if the food is decent, that's one thing. But if the customer service is crappy, people won't even come back because the food is crappy. I know everything is fast, microwave, quick. Because even if I call you on the telephone, you don't even call me back. But if I text you, you text me right back. Why? You don't feel like talking?
Wait, is that me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I just
when I text you, when I call you on the telephone, you don't call me right back. You don't call me back. But if I text you, you text me right back.
I don't know.
Same thing with Bear.
Maybe it's just me. I just.
No, you do it, Bear. Everybody does it. Everybody 18 and between 16 and 30, you have to text them. If you call them on the telephone, they don't return your call. If you text them, they
Well, me
text
personally,
you right back.
I just get nervous talking on the phone. I don't know. I've always been like that. And I don't know. Texting is just easier. And I don't even text that much.
You text me.
I text you. Yeah, I do.
Yes, you do. So I guess good customer service falls under the text category.
I guess you can say that.
Yuck. You're going to make me stop eating at these fast food places. Okay, that's the Suckwall Altadena Drive. Lake Avenue, Pizza Hut on Lake Avenue. It's Altadena. It's just horrible. The pizza was horrible. And I'm going to call them up today and tell them again how horrible it was and see what happens. And if they don't get it together, they're going to be on the suck wall this month, okay? All right, next person on the suck wall. Oh, God, listen. Public storage. And I did have letters for public storage because if you pull up like rip-off or complaints with public storage, you will find a slew of them. But let me tell you what public storage did to me, and then you could tell me what happened. Let me tell you. I got a storage from Public Storage on Huntington Drive in LA. Never, ever go to Public Storage, any of them. But let me tell you what happened. I got a storage over at Public Storage, the smallest one that they have. I got the storage and paid for it then. That was on the 31st of January. The first week of February, I get this telephone call about I have a balance of $1.65. And I said, and you're calling me for what reason? Well, we need for you to, pay this $1.65. I said, why didn't you ask me for the $1.65 when I was there on the 31st? It's only a week later into this, and you're asking me for $1.65. Why didn't you just, oh, well, we just call everyone. It's just a courtesy. A courtesy about $1.65? So then she said, well, okay, then thank you very much. The following week, she calls me again. I know that I called you, but I said, are you stupid? What's wrong with you? Why are you harassing me about it? Listen, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave my job. I'm going to come to your place of business and pay you the $1.65. And not only that, I want to close the account out. After the end of this month, I'm finished with you. So she gets off the phone. She calls me back in about 15 minutes and says, oh, that's okay. I spoke to my manager and she said, don't worry about the $1.65. Now, please tell me, because maybe it's just me, because I know that sometimes I could be a little overboard, but do you have to be a rocket scientist to add $1.65 on to the following month? I mean, I'm talking about customer service. No doubt, 9 times out of 10, and this is just me talking, whatever's in the storage clearly is worth more than $1.65.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you lose a customer behind $1.65? Well, Public Storage seemed to feel like it was no big deal. So I went down the very next day. I didn't go there. The very next day, I went down to Public Storage in my neighborhood, and because you can pay it anywhere, I went down to Public Storage in my neighborhood. I paid the $1.65 and the following month's rent that was not even due yet. Not to mention, let me back up a little bit. On my contract, it says the $1.65 is due on February the 28th. It's on my contract. So why they were calling me the first and second week of February for the $1.65 is, I have no clue. So after all of that, so I pay the storage up for the following month of March in February, before February 28th, and I also include the $1.65. Well, when the lady over at Public Storage in my neighborhood, when she pulls it up, she says, oh, someone's already paid the $1.65. And I thought, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to pay it again. And so she's real nice. She explains to me that she comes from a banking background, and because of that, she has an understanding of it, and they could have carried the $1.65 over to my next month's rent, which makes sense to me. So I said to her, well, because you're clear, and because you seem personable, and you seem like you got you're on the ball, you got a little sense here, I'm going to pay this month, and da-da-da. So anyway, I pay the storage up, and for the month of March, in February, before it's even due, and I go to the storage because I'm doing this sale thing. I go to the storage and I push my password in, and it comes up, access suspended. So now I'm like, oh, I pushed the wrong button. So I hit it again. Access suspended, nitwit, access suspended, access suspended. I thought, oh no, because I'm having a sale the next day. The stuff that's in the storage, I need that to. So I'm losing it now. So I'm thinking, okay, it's after hours, everyone's gone. So that's it for me for the sale. So the next day, I call the corporate office. I call customer service, asked who is the district manager in that area of Huntington Drive in LA at Public Storage, and they give me this person. So when I call wait a minute, back up. The lady on the Public Storage near me gives me her district manager. So I call him up, and his name was, how could I forget his name? He was a true idiot too. He said, anyway, after going through the whole thing, he says to me, well, I'm really not your district manager, and the person that you need to speak to, I'm gonna call them right now. And someone calls me. Now this is a bigger jackass than the one I spoke to before. He says to me, well, listen, I see here that I said, let me just say this to you. Forget about all the other stuff. I've been denied access. Then he tells me, well, are you sure you put the right code in?
Well, if you got access denied, then
no,
obviously
access suspended, not denied, suspended.
Then obviously you put the right code in for it to tell you that.
Yeah, but this is what he says to me. Well, I'm gonna have to check this out. And what is it that you want us to do? I said, I'd like to move my storage to another storage place because it's been my experience that if you have a couple of bad experiences with a place, it's not gonna work. Well, we can't send you to another public storage because that's gonna cost you, our money is different. Our charges are different at each different public storage. And I said, okay, fine. So he says to me, well, let me call over to the place where your public storage is, and let me find out, some more information. So I'm thinking to myself, am I not clear? So 2 days after that, he calls me back, okay? Upon telling me he's gonna call me right back, he waits a couple of more days. And then when he calls me back, he says the most insulting crap I have ever said. He says to me, well, I looked and it was not suspended. Could it have been that you didn't put the right code in? Or could it have been that you came after hours? I said, you know what? You are insulting. You are past insulting. I'm going to let me call your boss and talk to him. You know what this guy says to me? Well, that might be good. That might be the better thing to do because, I can't, he might do better than me. And I thought, wow. Wow. So I called this guy, Tom Miller is his name. Yeah, he's the district person over in Glendale. I called Tom Miller. Tom Miller just is on the phone with me all of 5 minutes. And so, before I called Tom Miller, I called Brandy, tell her to pull it up on the computer, and we have maybe 1,000 things against Public Storage. I mean, even down to their stuff has been stolen out of Public Storage, and it was an inside job because there was no forced entry, and because there was no forced entry, the insurance company wouldn't pay the customers because, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then another one was, there was just so many incidents with Public Storage, and I don't mean just in California, I mean all across the board. You know what I'm saying? I mean horrible. But anyway, Tom Miller gets on the phone, who seemed like the only sane person in Public Storage. And immediately after 10 minutes of talking to him, he says, well, how about we just give you 1 month free for, in the storage and, would that be okay? And I'm like, finally somebody that has a solution here or somebody that's offering some assistance. And I said to him, I'm really, really leaning towards, leaving you guys alone altogether because after reading all these rip-off reports from you guys about people breaking into the storage, people doing all of these things, I'm just devastated. I really was. But he said to me, he said, okay, we're gonna do this, and so they gave me a free month's storage. But let me tell you guys, you know how I am. I'm the critic. It doesn't matter if he gave me a whole year. They suck hard.
You had to go through all of those.
All of that. No one could make an executive decision. And then upon further investigation, I find out that most of these people that work for Public Storage have a 6th grade education, with the exception of the chick over at the one that I spoke to that seemed to be logical, and Tom Miller.
The one who you originally
This guy's name was JR. That was the biggest idiot I have ever encountered. His name was JR. JR with Public Storage. If you ever rent a unit at Public Storage on Huntington Drive in LA and you run across JR, he's the biggest idiot I have ever encountered. The biggest. And I've run across some big idiots like Phil Albanese of Boys and Girls Club. He's a big idiot too. But clearly JR and Hillary and what is his name? JD Lewinsky, JD, Hillary, and Phil of the Boys and Girls Club were the biggest idiots I've ever encountered. And then this guy is like the runner-up. The runner-up.
Last year.
I'm not giving the Boys and Girls Club any more airplay. They are just totally the most goofiest people that have ever encountered.
They're horrible to me.
The air that the planet lends to them. I don't even know why they take the air. But yeah, so Public Storage, stay away from them. Run fast, run quickly. If you see a Public Storage, mash on the gas and go so fast past them because they are probably the biggest idiots and the biggest jerks I have ever encountered in my life. Their customer service sucks. If I hadn't got to Tom Miller was the only breath of fresh air in the whole scenario. And I talked to 1, 2, including the managers, the managers that are there. So the manager that's there was an idiot, Elizabeth. The manager and her boss was a bigger idiot. And then the district manager of Lincoln was a bigger idiot. And when I got to Tom Miller, he seemed to have some answers. Yeah, but
just to get
Public
a
Storage,
month free.
if you have a 3rd grade education, Public Storage would be the place to go. I think you have a place to live. You can live there and you could be a total idiot and fall right in line with Public Storage. Not a big deal.
So people will be better off putting their storage in the garage?
In the garage, in the ground, dig a big hole in your backyard, put some cement around it, put it in the ground. You'd have a better chance. You probably would have a better chance with maybe Jack the Ripper using his garage or his coach or whatever. You'd have a better chance of using a stranger's garage than you would Public Storage. Public Storage sucks. They suck hard. They're at the top of the suck wall list, and
they're worse than Pizza Hut?
Yeah, Pizza Hut. As I really think about because Public Storage got my money and then just did me outright, just dogged me out.
Over $1.65.
Totally dogged me out over $1.65. They denied. They
couldn't even
suspended
pay it
access
and then
to my
say,
place.
"Pay me later. I will pay
They
this
paid
for
it.
you."
They paid it. After it was paid, after everything was paid, I was locked out. My storage. After everything was paid. And even if they locked me out behind the $1.65, I would still think they were insane, but I would probably say, well, it was stupid. It was really stupid. Never, ever go to Public Storage. Never, ever. Ever.
I've been in that case.
Ever.
I've been in that case where I spent $1 with my card because I have a bank account with Bank of America, and I spent I bought maybe a 30-cent sucker, and they charged me $30 overdraft.
Who did that?
Bank of America. I was so mad.
$30 overdraft for a $3 sucker?
For a 30-cent sucker.
A 30 cents? Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
They're horrible.
30 cents?
30 cents.
Oh, you should have called me. We would have blasted them. Which Bank of America was that? You bought a 30-cent sucker and they charged you $30?
$30 for overdraft.
For overdraft of 30 cents.
30 cents.
I hope you're not a Bank of America customer still. You are, aren't you?
Guilty.
Shame, shame, shame. Okay, and listen, wow. 30-cent sucker.
It was horrible.
Yeah. What did you learn from that? Never
Not
to
to
go
overdraft.
And that's the lesson that they want you to have. Never overdraft, whether it be 30 cents, 3 cents, or whatever. But I think $30 is pretty excessive for a $30 sucker.
No, it wasn't even 30. It was 35.
Oh, 35 cents.
35. No, $35.
Oh, $35 overdraft.
$35 overdraft.
Ah.
I was very upset about that too.
You were.
I was extremely upset.
35 cents. You went over, you bought a 30-cent sucker, and then they charged you $35.
And the sucker wasn't even that good.
$35.
$35.
What Bank of America is this?
The Bank of America in Las Vegas, Nevada.
On what street?
On Cary and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Okay. Bank of America, I think you have climbed the suck wall.
I don't think it's only
to the
them. I
top.
think it's all Bank of Americas do that.
For 30 cents, let me tell you something about good customer service. Once again, guys, customer service is so important. You gotta have good customer service. You cannot do your people like that. If you charge $35 and for 35 cents to $35, that's crazy. How are you guys gonna keep clients? How are you gonna keep customers?
I'm still a customer.
She should be ashamed. She should be ashamed to even say she's still a customer of Bank of America.
I'm still a customer because
I would have just kicked Bank of America to the curb so quickly, and then I would have blasted it on the TV show. And geez, you're still a customer.
I'm still a Bank of America.
Are you a loyal customer? Is that you can't get a bank account anywhere else?
I
or
think
what?
I'm just too lazy to get a bank account anywhere else.
Would you do that, Diana?
I have a whole thing about Bank of America, but we won't go into it right now.
Do you like Bank of America?
No, they're evil. They're the worst.
They are evil. They are evil. Nobody gets that. I have not had a Bank of America account since probably the 60s. No. I wasn't born in the 60s.
That was really nice.
I'm kidding. Anyway, I haven't had a bank account in Bank of America since really though. Probably, yeah, since the 60s maybe. But, and I never liked them. I mean, they were just, to me, they're always excessive. And when they the last time I was in there, I had a client's account and they wanted to charge me $5 for cashing their check. Enough of
For
Bank of
cashing
America.
check?
Cashing their check. But anyway, We have wound down, guys. We're winding down. I mean, you got to come back with us because we are not finished talking about these guys, these suck wall
Suck
people.
wall.
And Altadena Library is on a
Hut.
big suck wall too. We're
Pizza
gonna talk
Hut.
about them later. Anyway, thank you so much for joining Ja and I as we talked about the suck wall, the people on the suck wall and public storage. Do not suck wall. They're on the top of the list with Boys and Girls Club, okay, you guys? Do not take your children to the Del Mar one unless things have changed. And again, do not ever, go to public storage. And if you can, look up on the rip-offs on the internet, and public storage is like at the top of the list, okay? Gosh, wow, okay. Is there anything that you'd like to say before we go off the air? Please don't say stay a loyal customer of Bank of America.
Stay a loyal customer of Bank of America.
No.
Yes.
That's from the mind of an 18-year-old.
I'll be 19.
Gee, that's even more frightening. So, they want you. So, if Bank of America gets guys like you that don't care, they're going to keep on doing it to us. So, we have got to enforce.
Bank of America's employees are my age.
Wow.
But it's not them, it's the rules, because the kids are really nice. Well, the ones at my bank are. They're really sweet kids. And they're fast, they're quick. You don't stand in line for more than 3 minutes, doesn't matter how many people are in the line. They're really quick.
I am so very afraid right now.
Yeah.
I am so afraid. If we have people thinking like you and people working there like that too, it's going to be really scary. I'm Rick the Critic. Bank of America, no. Oh, gosh. And that's your sign off.
Chase.
Anyway, I love you. Thank you so much for joining us and allowing us to come into your home to tell you about all the horrible things that people are doing out in Altadena, Pasadena area and LA area. And if you've had trouble with public storage, give me a call at 626-795-5556. Public storage clearly needs a class action suit brought against them. I mean, they have way too many incidents. But I'm Rick the Critic. Ja
Johnson.
Co-host. We thank you for allowing us. Again, I'm saying we thank you, because without you, there's no us. And we like to say good night, and we'll see you next week. I'm Rick the Critic.
Place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Rick the Critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it, and if she get with it, let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if it's good and if she dig it, cause she's Rick the Critic. Rick the Critic, Rick the Critic. She can't dig it, cause she's Rick the Critic. Rick the Critic, 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 Rick the Critic.